Assessment instrument is the device you use to gather the evidence to prove competence. An assessment tool can contain one or several assessment instruments to gather all aspects of the competency. So an assessment tool, when you're talking about the tool, you're talking about things like the instructions to the candidate, the instructions to the assessor. We need things like an assessment matrix, so make sure that it's all mapped correctly to the unit of competency. We also have to include other little things like a marking guide, so somebody as an assessor can pick it up, look at the evidence that's been gathered on the assessment instruments, and make sure that competency has been achieved. Assessment instruments can include things like an observation sheet, okay, where an assessor will stand there and observe the actions of the candidate directly. This is one of our best forms of evidence, direct evidence. You can also have things like knowledge assessments, the old traditional written test where you sit down and answer questions about knowledge. Other instruments can include portfolios of evidence, where you're given a student a task, they go away into a workplace, and over time gather the evidence required to meet that competency. This is perfect for things like project management, where a student has to go away and conduct, over a long period of time, two or three projects. Another example is a role play. A role play is where the assessor plays the role of, for example, a difficult student. The assessor can then interact with the learner, and the learner can demonstrate how they would deal with that student directly. So when we're using things like video and role play, we also go back to the old assessment observation sheets. We'll have some form of instrument that gathers that evidence, and we can actually tick off or make notes where we actually see the student performing those direct tasks.